What is the one movie you'll never get tired of rewatching? I haven't read through all replies yet, but sincerely think my option has been overlooked. Sure. Office Space Idiocracy is incredible. I enjoy the local talent and landmarks. But the film Drive, my god. Is it cheesy at times? Sure. Is it kind of like Baby Driver here and there? Yep. But the angst, soundtrack, nostalgia and endless reasons to go drive around your city at midnight runs rampant. I adore that movie, always will. Empire Records. Love that movie. Watch it at least once a year. Rex Manning Day is tomorrow, so we'll watch it then. But it usually gets an airing a couple of times each year. Office Space. Mallrats. Blues Brothers. Hot Fuzz. Shaun of the Dead. In Bruges. The Guard. The Commitments. My Cousin Vinny. My late husband and I went to see it when it first came out in the theatre. At the crucial moment, before Marissa Tomei said anything, he whispered to me, "Pause attraction, he was a car guy." I was so proud of him. Whenever I watch it now, I miss him and remember. The Thing from Another World. Dodd Office of Public Information. Washington, D.C. December 27, 1949. Bulletin 629-49 regarding item 6,700 extract 75,131. The Air Force has discontinued investigating and evaluating reported flying saucers on the basis that there is no evidence. One film I always go back to if I want to feel anxious as a horror fan is The Thing with Kurt Russell. Recently got the 4000 version and accompanied with my surround sound. Oh boy, What the Fly is another good shout. Jeff Goldblum is amazing in that. The Replacements. I can't practically recite the movie much to the annoyance of my wife and kids. Keanu Reeves, Gene Hackman, Brooke Langston, Jon Favreau, and Orlando Jones, along with a stack of cameo appearances. The movie was loaded with talent. Dune 2. First movie I have ever seen in theaters twice, and already can't wait to see it again. Hopefully the third movie is on par with the first so I can binge watch the trilogy. That and any of the Naked Gun or First or Austin Powers. Indiana Jones' Last Crusade. It really is a perfect film. The only thing I have consistently watched for 37 years of my life, and enjoy every time. I have watched other films too, but this one is probably the only repeat. A Few Good Men. The sharp dialogue and the weird acting choices by Tom and Demi, and the jack of it all. Perhaps my favorite part is Kevin Pollak's whole performance screams, "What the hell am I doing here?" Love it. To Have and Have Not. Casablanca. North by Northwest. Ice Cold in Alex. Wayne's Worlds. Bill and Ted's. Back to the Future. And there are probably a few more in these comments I've forgotten about. Natural Born Killers. Fear and Loathing. Happy Gilmore. Tommy Boy the Jerk. History of the World. Holy Grail. Tombstone. The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Pulp Fiction. Legend of 1900. The Sandlot favorite childhood movie. The Shawshank Redemption best movie ever made. IMO obviously. Remember the Titans, my wife and I's We Have Nothing to Watch movie. In that order, LOL. Tid and A Silent Voice. Make of Me What You Will based on that, but they both mean a lot to me, as HTTYD made me feel comfortable in my skin and Silent Voice made me cry on first watch. Awakenings. Robin Williams and a near medical drama based on a true story. I watch it every few years and I always tell myself that I need to watch it more. My Blue Heaven. I only watch it once a year or so, but I fell asleep to it for years when I was younger. I wouldn't be surprised if I've seen it 1,000 times. A Few. True Romance. Schindler's List. Kind Hearts and Coronets. 12 Angry Men. Stand By Me. And on the more cheesy side, The Goonies. The Princess Bride. Haven't been seen it mentioned here, so I'll throw in a boring answer. I just love Shawshank Redemption. Great story, great cast, Great payoff. Jaws, every time I see it pop up and I'm channel hopping, I can't help but sit and watch it all the way through to smile, you son of a bitch. Real genius. IMO best depiction of smart people in any nerd movie. I have known each of those people and I am related to several of them. I've seen Apocalypse Now 7 times, but haven't watched it for 20 years. There isn't really one movie I can watch endlessly. Blade Runner. More human than human. That's our motto. It takes place in 2020. Pretty close considering the rise of AI. Wet hot American summer. I just laugh my ass off every time. I have so many lines memorized, but somehow it still hits the same. There are so many movies I can list here, but I'll go with Stand By Me because my kids love this movie just as much as I do. Dredd. The 2012 one is a real good turn off your brain and watch the action movie. Carl Urban is great as Judge Dredd. I have a whole list of my white chicks. House of Flying Daggers, Friday. Rush Hour. Goodfellas, The Color Purple, Showgirls, any of the original Star Wars movies trilogy. It's randomly in TV. We just play it in the background on weekends. It's not a movie, but it's a YouTube video, Vanos Gaming playing Gmod. Never get bored watching their nonsense. Interstellar, I am fascinated by deep space and exploring unknown planets, so this movie is perfection for me. Prometheus, indie movies, Harry Potter, any movie with Danny Houston, Greenland, Dante's Peak and so many more. Godfather, I can't help it. They do my baby Sonny dirty. I have to see all the beauty and how it crumbles. My man Godfrey love Carol Lombard and William Powell is so cool. A nice little Depression-era fantasy. Amelie, this movie really changed the way I live my life and how I'm appreciating all the little things. Collateral, dunno. That movie got an atmosphere that always gets me. I really love Tom Cruise's role. Lord of the Rings trilogy, the only movie series that makes me cry. I'll watch it any day, anytime. Shaun of the Dead. I did end up with 5 copies of it somehow. Oddly enough, I didn't buy them all. Gladiator, are you not entertained? No, I am very entertained. Thanks for asking though. The Warriors, Aliens, Top Gun, Harry Potter all, The Blues Brothers, Terminator T2, Giant, Godfather 1, 2, Snatch, Munich. We'll watch any of these at any point in the movie. This is Spinal Tap, Leon the Professional, Dr. Zhivago, Office Space, Swingers, True Romance, Raising Arizona, Shawshank Redemption, Star Trek The Voyage Home, Fiddler on the Roof, The Ballad of Buster Scruggs, Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? Wine in the Willows 1995. This will probably get lost, but Big Trouble in Little China is my all-time favorite. The Mummy, the 1999 cinematic masterpiece starring Brendan Fraser and Rachel Weisz. The Secret Life of Walter Mitty. I just wish they would release it in 4K already. The Dark Knight. Just scene after masterful scene. The first art also is unreal. I've a few. Shawshank Redemption, Green Mile, Happy Gilmore, Of Mice and Men, Clue, My GF, and I went through a period where we were watching it once a week. Any John Wick movie, The Matrix, Forgetting Sarah Marshall, Wedding Crashers, Coneheads. I know it's ridiculous and silly, but it's not pouring for a second. The Blues Brothers, The Princess Bride, The Green Mile, Shawshank Redemption, lots of 80s classics. Fright Night, The Goonies, Lost Boys, Back to the Future, A Space Détente French comedy. Die Hard, the first one, Enemy of the State. Moulin Rouge, not much of a musical guy, but this is certainly an exception. The Replacement Killers, The Ocean's Trilogy, We're the Millers, Top Gun, Tremors 1, 2, and 3. It's a good thing the series stopped at the trilogy. Edge of Tomorrow. Don't know why, but I always find myself going back to it. We Were Soldiers. Every scene is powerful and hits the feels for me. SpongeBob, The first movie is too good to not be seen on the regular. Dumb and Dumber starring Jim Carrey and Jeff Bridges. It's so funny. Tied between Dodgeball, a true underdog story, and Kill Bill Volume 1. John Carter. Laugh if you want, but the movie is freaking awesome. Oh brother, where art thou? We thought you was a dude. Jumanji, that, or A Dog's Purpose. They're both great movies. What We Do in the Shadows by Takeaway TT and Jermaine Clement. Ocean's 11. It's just so perfect. I watch it every 6 months. Lord of the Rings, all 3. Yes, extended. Such peak cinema IMO. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. Pink Foe the Wall. Predator and Predator 2. I love those movies so damn much. Watching Winter Soldier right now for the millionth time. Original Star Wars trilogy, with Empire being the favorite. Christmas Vacation, doesn't matter what time of year. Galaxy Quest. It really is a perfect timeless movie. Doctor Sleep. Such a solid story and super entertaining. The Shining. I really like the liminal feel of it. About Time is one of the reasons to be alive for me. LOT, a trilogy. Practical Magic. Beautiful Creatures. Any Studio Ghibli movie. Especially Spirited Away.